Hi, everyone. It's me, Krylios, Team Racing Productions MC and producer. And joining me today is Rishi Kumar. Welcome. Oh, you're on mute. There we
Krylios,
go.
it's very nice to be here. Thank you so much for including me in your program. I'm looking forward to a discussion.
Thank you. Thank you. It's great to have you here. How are you today?
I'm doing fantastic as always.
Awesome. Awesome. So I want to start this off with just having you introduce yourself to our audience and letting them know a little bit about you and your background and the experience you have.
Sure thing. So I'm a Silicon Valley executive working in the software industry. I work in the big data analytics AI/ML space. But what happened over the last few years is my calling as a political leader, running for city council, getting reelected with the most votes in my city's 64-year election history, and then this run for Congress. Just a few years back, I would never even have dreamt such a thing. But what we have done is applying the tech framework of finding solutions in government. And it's a good story playing out because we took on challenges that perhaps other political leaders found daunting. And we were able to effectively demonstrate that we were not only able to move them forward, but actually deliver results. Some huge challenges in our community. And so my perspective is that any problem that is affecting people, our elected leaders need to step up. For example, the gasoline prices are just going over the roof now, and we all need to do our bit to figure out, what we can do to help our community out. This has been my mantra, and it's a good story playing out. We did 127,000 votes in the last congressional run in 2020. The pandemic slowed us down, but if we had 172,000, we would have won that race. So we're doing a Take Two 2022 to bring some tech-savvy skills to Washington that we see sorely lacking there, but also to bring some integrity back into politics. So that's the reason why we are running for Congress.
I see, I see. I want you to actually delve deeper into some of these issues, and especially the ones that you hope to get the ball rolling on and tackle as if you're elected to the U.S. Congress.
Yes. So firstly, like I said, Silicon Valley has never had a tech-savvy leader. If you have seen the congressional tech hearings, I do the cringe binge. I sit down and have a good laugh, because our congressional leaders are totally inept with tech, but they're also inept with all the different challenges that are going on here in California. We have issues with California fires. We see that every year it comes back, and it extends later and later into the season. So we need a plan for that. We also see the issues with water infrastructure plan. Our water infrastructure was built about 100 years ago for a population of over 10 million people. Mm-hmm. Today, we are 4 times. And really nothing has been done in the last many decades to address that. And every time we have a drought, we talk about conserve, 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 but there's really no plan outside of that. And then you look at the challenges with housing, traffic, homelessness. There are some big challenges that California has, which has led us to the exodus. People are leaving in droves. In fact, we lost a congressional seat for the very first time in many, many decades. California reduced our congressional seat count in Washington. And so this is what is going on. There are some big challenges ahead. Also, when you look at the issues with crime, I mean, if you have seen legislations like Prop 47, they have increased crime in every part of California. They were ransacking malls over the Christmas holidays. They are stealing catalytic converters. Burglaries have gone up. And people are very, very frustrated with the challenges that California is facing. You look at the inflation challenges, the home prices, which are really unaffordable. And there is really no plan that we see from our political leaders. And those are some key agenda items that we have for a congressional run.
Certainly, certainly. Tell me this, why are you the best choice this election season?
Well, there are 2 reasons why. One is we are only running for the interest of the people, not the special interest groups. And we see so many politicians in America who are selling out, and this is the reason why America is sliding downhill. We are going downhill because the issues of the American people are not being addressed, but the special interest groups. And the prime example is Congresswoman Anna Eshoo, who I'm running against. She chairs the House Health Subcommittee, and she's the #1 recipient of pharma money in the United States House. That's a dichotomy of interest. I mean, it's not good. And then the legislation that she has passed has increased the price of healthcare. In fact, she went against President Obama to propose some of these healthcare legislations, for which she won multiple awards from the biologic industry. And I would never play the game that way, because I'm here for the people. So that's one reason why, because we are seeking to bring integrity. We are here to serve on behalf of the American people, not on behalf of the tobacco lobby or the real estate lobby or the healthcare pharma lobby. No, we are here for people-centric values. Secondly, we're all about getting things done. I'm a mechanical engineer by education who came into this country to study graduate school. And, my view of the world is slightly different than many of our career politicians. We only look at problems in terms of how we can move this forward. It's not about political platitudes, but deliver results. Case in point, we dropped burglaries by 50% in my city of Saratoga. We talked about why someone like me got reelected with the most votes in 64 years. We were able to demonstrate to the community that we were able to deliver results. We dropped burglaries by 50%. It was the greatest drop in city history year to year, and in fact surpassed any other city, any other Silicon Valley city, because we had over 100 neighborhood meetings. We launched block parties, provided neighbors the ability to connect, communicate, collaborate, put cameras, all that good stuff to make our community safer. And when you look at getting things done is what we believe in. For example, a water company, a very powerful water utility company, was gouging us. Their profits in a drought had gone from $22 million to $52 million. And we believe we need to step up. When there's a problem, we have to step up and do something about it, do anything. And sometimes we may not have the answer, Krylios. We may not have the answers, but doesn't mean that it stops me. So we started doing some stuff. We rolled out a mobile app to make the protest to PUC a lot easier, because PUC, it's a for-profit utility company. PUC regulates them. We started sending out protest emails. I still remember that moment where Advice Letter 501 was defeated. The PUC said, no, we can't support that. And that was a great moment for me. Since that day, we have rejected 9 of San Jose Water Company's proposals. So I believe in getting things done, unlike many of our elected leaders today. So that's the reason why we believe we will shake the system a little bit in Washington, but it's all about addressing the needs of the American people.
Certainly. Well, tell for everyone who's watching and they're not necessarily aware or anything, could you just let everyone know what communities or areas California's 16th Congressional District covers, and tell me your favorite thing about the district?
Okay, so this District 16 in California, it covers a few of the coastal areas, coastal communities. And then it covers a major chunk of Silicon Valley. I would call it the core of Silicon Valley. So it has slightly different perspectives, different challenges for the coastal communities versus the hardcore Silicon Valley group that we have here. So it extends from the city of San Jose, Los Gatos, Montesino, Campbell, Saratoga, Los Altos Hills, Mountain View, Palo Alto, Menlo Park, Portola Valley, Woodside, Atherton, and then Pacifica, Half Moon Bay, El Granada, and Montara. So I'm going to ask you to repeat it.
Please don't.
So it's a fairly large district. The footprint is quite, it's not compressed like some of the other Silicon Valley districts. But, I enjoy. I mean, I was there canvassing, campaigning in Pacifica, and enjoying the beautiful Pacific Ocean views. So this area is beautiful. I love it out here. But one of the key issues that we have here is to keep a vibrant tech economy. I would say it's the reason why, because 45% of California's tax revenue comes from Silicon Valley. And you look at how we are creating our innovation economy is jumpstarting the economy for all of America. We have Facebook, Google right in my district. We have hundreds and hundreds of tech companies, CEOs, innovators who come from all parts of the world, a DNA pool that is extremely smart, extremely brilliant, and they are creating an innovation economy that is not only helping the economy of the United States, but also helping the economy of countries globally. Because if you look at Apple, Apple has created so many other companies all across the global world that are part of our Apple supply chain. So the innovation economy is the biggest challenge we have here. And it's a huge focus for me to ensure that we not only grow the economy, but we also sustain the economy. There are huge automation that is going to happen with AI ML. And Congressman Eshu, I really respect her, bless her heart, for serving for 44 long years. But the world is changing, Krylios. We need some new leaders stepping up to fix some of these challenges, because as you can see, America is in a little bit of a bind right now. You know, things are not as good. And that's the reason why we are running. And we believe we are able to impact the big challenges, grow the economy, fix the challenges of housing, traffic, homelessness, and make this a better place.
Awesome. Awesome. So when does voting begin?
It begins very soon. It's just about 90 days away. We have the May 7th is when the ballots will arrive. California has gone 100% absentee, and the voting will end on June 7th. So we are pushing really hard right now. Come join us, Krylios.
I like the invitation. To everyone watching, as June is coming up, especially if you're from California, please register to vote. If you need to check your voter registration status, pledge to vote, register to vote, you can go to headcount.org. Once again, that's headcount.org. Make sure that you are registered to vote this election season. All right, before I let you go, Rishi, how can people keep up with you, keep up with your campaign, follow you, get more information, you donate, volunteer? How are they able to do that?
There are two ways where people can keep up. One is join my campaign. Join us. Let's go canvassing. Let's go change the world together. And we have a phenomenal structure. It's geared like a high-tech venture. We have 45 directors, 55 managers, and hundreds of volunteers. This is a grassroots operations. And we run a very, very efficient campaign. And I would love to invite you to join us, and let's change the world together. Secondly, if you're not able to join us, then please make a campaign contribution. We only rely upon people, not the dark tainted sources that is subverting the interest of the American people. Contribute to our campaign by going to rishikumar.com, RISHIKUMAR.com, RISHIKUMAR.com. Krylios, it was a pleasure to be here. You have a great program, and I'm very honored to be joining you here today.
Thank you so much for being here. To those watching, the link to the campaign website will be in the description below, so you can go ahead and check out everything that Rishi Kumar has to offer, and you can donate, support everything. Once again, the link will be in the description below. Rishi, thank you so much for joining me today. It's been such a pleasure getting to talk with you, and I wish you much success on your campaign.
Let's meet up in Washington, Krylios.
Certainly, that's where I am. All right, everyone. Please follow at Team Racine on all forms of social media. Like, comment, subscribe. But most of all, thank you for watching. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Enjoy.